It's 6 a.m. I'm going for a run. Okay, that was a little over a mile. I really don't like to do too much in the morning when I wake up just because I don't have a lot of energy. It's definitely nice to get that little bit of a jump on the day with a solid run. I've been really slacking this week and it sucks, but just gotta get back to it. All right, I gotta go to work. Heading into work. Today, I want to talk about motivation. Okay, how's that look? Decent? So today I want to talk about motivation and what motivates me. I feel like you hear it a lot anymore. Everyone's pretty big on motivation and a lot of people really struggle with it, and so did I. So really what motivates me is just the fear of not optimizing my life. And it's really scary for me to think, like, the thought of being stuck in the same area for the rest of my life, it gives me anxiety. It's constantly on my mind. The only way to just avoid that is to do the work, and that's why I always try to work out as much as I can. That's why I started daily vlogging, because I see that as a way of getting myself out of the situation that I'm in right now and making my life better and just trying something new, you know, because who knows what could happen. Well, another thing that really drives me is I think about, you know, what's going to happen if I don't do the work, or if I don't go to the gym, or, you know, if I don't eat healthy. It's pretty tough because you really can't stop. You can't stop doing any of it. If you are trying to get better, you have to constantly be working at it. And it is a scary thing. You know, that's why I think that a lot of people are intimidated by fitness or intimidated by doing pretty much anything that's just out of their comfort zone that they're not used to. It's because it takes a lot of work and dedication, and it's hard to commit to that. And, you know, I can understand that. It's pretty common, so, and it's definitely scary, like stepping out of your comfort zone. We need that in order to grow. If you're never going to leave your comfort zone, you're not going to be able to grow as a person. So I think that it's pretty important to actually try new things. What's the worst that could happen? You end up not liking it, and, you know, you move on to something else. Another thing that I was thinking about was when you want to try something and you have this idea in your head, you might tell someone about it, and the fact that other people will try to bring you down or try to persuade you to not do something, that really bothers me so much. Like, when did it become a bad thing to try something new? I feel like it's just small-minded people who are scared. They're terrified of trying to pursue their own dreams and aspirations, so they're just going to discourage anyone else from doing it. They're going to tell you that, it's stupid, don't even bother doing it. It's a small-minded person who has a negative outlook on life. You're going to have to cut people like that out of your life if you want to excel. I try to stay away from anyone who's negative or anyone who's going to tell me that, you know, oh, it's a stupid idea. You don't want those people around you at all, because they will drag you down. The main thing that motivates me is the fear of living an average life. That's something that I don't want to do at all. I can't. I know by now that I can't do the normal job. Every single day that I'm in a normal job, it's just killing me on the inside. So I know for a fact that I can't do that. It's not me, and I really don't know how some people do it for 20 plus years. I really don't understand that. I'm going to try to do everything I can to not be that person, because I would not want to live my life like that. So yeah, that's one thing that really motivates me to do better, is just I don't want to live an average life. And in order to not live an average life, you have to do what everyone else isn't willing to do. And that's why I don't mind. Like, I actually like doing like challenging things. Like, I like getting up early in the morning and running because I know that a lot of people aren't doing that, and I know that it's putting me ahead of them. Any way that I could challenge myself like that, I really enjoy doing. Sometimes it's hard to get myself to do that. This week I really haven't been too good on my morning runs. This morning I was pretty good though. I got one in, and it always feels good. Like, even when you don't want to do something at all, but you know, you get up and you do it anyway, you feel so much better afterwards. It's like every single time I didn't feel like going for a run in the morning, but I just got out of bed and did it anyway, I felt so much better for the rest of the day. It gives you a feeling of accomplishment, and it's nice. It's definitely a pretty rewarding feeling when you don't want to do something at all, but you know, you discipline yourself and you get up and you do it anyway. If you're thinking about doing something, whether it's starting to go to the gym or make videos or just anything in the creative space, I started doing this. It's called the 3-second rule. If you're thinking about it, give yourself 3 seconds and then you just do it. It's worked for me, honestly, and I know it sounds like, you know, kind of cliche. It's something that's worked for me in the past. Try it out, see if it works for you. Another thing that motivates me is, you know, we're not made to be in these 9-to-5 like average jobs. I don't think humans are meant for that. I think that everyone needs to find a creative outlet, and if you're able to monetize that, that's excellent, and you definitely should. But yeah, I definitely feel like everyone needs to find something creative and just run with it. My thoughts on that are, you know, what are people going to remember me for? And I feel like that's a pretty big motivator of mine. I want people to remember me for something, you know, whether it was a meaningful impact I had on them. Yeah, that's definitely something that I really think about a lot, and it motivates me. On a side note, so far I really like this camera. It's pretty easy to use. I feel like the autofocus is pretty solid. I think the picture's pretty decent. So for a beginner camera, I think it's pretty solid. Oh, and another thing I want to show you guys real quick. This is my old setup. This is what I had before. Yeah, so that is my old setup. I would just kind of put my phone on top of there and just balance it. You don't necessarily need the best camera equipment. You just, you know, you go with what you have. Also, someone who really motivates me a lot, I just found out about them kind of recently. You might have heard of him before, Gary Vaynerchuk. I have his book right here. It's pretty solid so far. If you haven't heard of him, you should look him up. He's a pretty inspirational guy. He's part of the reason why I actually started doing this. He's just that motivational with a lot of the things he says. So yeah, you should definitely check him out. I think that's all for now. I might go to the gym. I have to eat. And yeah.